All right, and here we are. We will be talking about a certain theory circulating among a few people who have been reviewing Halloween Kills, and it's a theory I really like, but beware, there will be spoilers in this content. Let's get down to it. There's a new prevailing theory that the mask is Michael Myers' both identity and weakness. I actually like this one quite a bit. I think that this is one of those theories that would be very good in the long run of the series as his weakness, as maybe he can only be destroyed without this mask. I personally like this as a plot device because of Lord of the Flies. And Lord of the Flies, if you read the book, William Golding makes great effort to show that when they put on the face paint that they create or the masks, that they become capable of killing. And it was very much a metaphor, many believe, for soldiers in war. When they put on uniforms, they're able to kill, and that this mask is Michael Myers. It's kind of his second personality. It gives him his power. Of course, this would, with the way the movie went, and if you saw the ending, he takes a tremendous beating, gets stabbed, should be dead, and resurrects. This might imply a supernatural theory to it that may not come across as 100% supernatural, but it would come across as something that would be unexplainable yet somewhat metaphysical at the same time. I think if they go with this theory, they finally have a good way of destroying Michael that wouldn't be as typical as, like, a serial killer's end, where he just dies or burns. It would create a certain discovery process for Laurie or whoever ends up killing him to get into his head, to figure him out, and then eventually destroy him by removing the mask. I think this could be a very, very compelling aspect to the next film if they have planned this in advance. If not, can't say I'll be a huge fan of it. On the other hand, I think the hinting at it that they did in Halloween Kills, it was only momentary at times. And the fact that he puts on the mask, he becomes Michael. When he loses it, he shows some weakness. They really, if they are planning on establishing this, they could have done a much stronger job of that. But once again, we're not in the writing room, so we don't know if they have a sequel planned or if they are waiting for us to respond to the film and then make their assumptions and next moves off of that. I mean, once again, Halloween Kills and Halloween, the initial sequels were supposed to be filmed back to back, and then they kind of did a let's wait and see theory. And part of me thinks that they have attempted to repeat this process. I personally would like to see them go with this mask theory and turn the mask into a plot device where the mask itself has a huge part of his identity. I think it would be really cool if Michael all of a sudden has to face losing his mask or face destruction, not knowing that the mask is his identity or what makes him what he is. I like the idea that Michael is an unstoppable force, an animal, a fierce creature that can only be contained by, something that even he doesn't know what's driving him. I don't like any form of intellectualizing Michael, and the fact that, what I hated about the Rob Zombie movies. Absolutely hated them, because I think the thing is that Michael is supposed to be the shape, faceless, nameless, and that mask gives him that appearance of one who is not human, but not quite detached from the human experience. I think that's very important about the mask, is the mask is a cover. And going forward, I think they could do a lot with this. I wish they had established this in the film, but once again, I do believe that they were being extraordinarily cautious about it. And caution is something, as an artist, I don't typically like. I don't like the idea of hedging your bets and waiting to see what the fans react to do. As a musician, you should write the songs you want. As a filmmaker, you should write the films you want to make in advance. Fuck the test audiences, fuck the system, do what you're going to do. And Halloween Kills, in a lot of ways, does do that. I do respect it a lot as a film in terms of the intensity of its delivery. I might even amend a previous thought. You know, I kept saying it's killing, killing, killing. There are respectable breaks. Someone pointed that out to me, Drum Dums, who I sent the video to. Thank you for watching it, actually, man. There is a respectable amount of space, but I feel that the movie, as a bridge movie, is haunted by his actions, that even when he's not killing, you're feeling the effects of the kills. So that the violence is the key character in that. Michael as a persona, and once again, I think Michael as a persona was absolutely fantastic. I mean, James Jude Courtney, the direction of the film made that great. But if they really want to bring this deeper and put the mask as the star, I wish they had shown a little courage and gone forward with that. I think it would have been really cool had they hinted a little more at one thing or the other, but I do believe there was some hedged bets on this to see what we, the fans, would have to react to. I don't know if that's going to end up well or terribly for them. In the long run, I mean, I've calmed down a little because my initial spoiler-free review was done immediately after seeing it. So my reactions may change over time, and I'm guiltier of that than anyone. I think all fans, upon repeated viewings, will gain appreciation for some things or lose appreciation for other things. On a whole, though, this film series has taken an upturn for the better. I mean, Halloween Resurrection, nothing could be worse than that. Nothing at all. But this is very strong work. I mean, when I put a Halloween on a standard, I put Halloween on a much higher standard than I put any other film series. I don't put Halloween in the same standard as, say, Friday the 13th or even Nightmare on Elm Street, which I really like. I think they're very different, but I think Halloween is such a quality presentation, even at its worst, compared to most franchise films, that when I give a Halloween movie a 3, it would be a 5 for any other series. So Halloween Kills, when I compare Halloween Kills to any Friday the 13th, it's a 10 times better movie. But this, I think we're going to run into some interesting issues with this. I hope to see the mask play a part in this future. I love this theory. It's been presented not only by like one group of people, but I've seen multiple videos that hint that maybe the mask will play a somewhat supernatural or it will be his fatal flaw in the long run of the series. Curious to see where this goes. Curious to see if the writing team actually had a plan. I mean, I feel that Halloween Kills was a bit disorganized in that regard, as if they saw it as a bridge movie without maybe knowing where it was going to end. And as I said, I really was unhappy with how they cleaned out an entire portion of the cast just to make room for a time jump. You know, that's what they did in all the Resident Evil sequels after Part 3, I think. And I love the first 3. And I enjoy elements of all of them, so we'll get to that later. And of course, when I do the full Halloween Kills review with the footage and analysis, I might have a deeper appreciation for some of what they did. Initially, though, I had hoped for more. I had hoped for more progression as to why Michael is Michael. And once again, I said this will have spoilers, so this idea that Michael just wants to go home, well, he could have been home at any point in this movie. I think having him had that as an excuse to cut through people it's a little weak. I mean, he knows where he lives. I mean, this whole idea that, like, you know, it's plot devices, it's plot armor to a degree to have him have to go through all these, not armor, but, you know, plot set up to have him go through all these people. I like the idea that he's just on a random killing spree and feels the need to kill. So we're going to see where this goes. Be sure to like and subscribe, and also leave your theory in the comments as to, do you think the mask will end up playing a somewhat supernatural or fatal flaw type of role of Michael going forward? Very curious to hear your thoughts. I'm sorry it's a short stream tonight, but, you know, it's Sunday, and I have some things to do, and I was thinking about this, though, that the mask as his fatal flaw, and maybe even a deeper explanation, without getting too corny about how that mask has shaped him, would be really cool. I mean, I love the mystery surrounding the character, and I think you can expand on that mystery without ruining it. All right. I mean, this is an open forum, so leave your comments, leave your suggestions, and we will see you next time.